Guess who's back? Back again. Juljas back. Infantry Generals. So today we will be looking at the very best of the Infantry Generals. And yes, there is a lot of them except Ariovistus. Just don't buy him. He's so bad. He's trash. Just look at that destroyed torch. No. Okay. Before I start this list, I will not be including hybrids yet. For example, we have the General Agrippa, which seems very interesting. I won't include him yet because he's more of a navy general, but also kind of an infantry, but he's mostly navy. So yeah, let's get this started. With rank 10, we have a cheap boy who seems to me very interesting. That is Segestes. He is a Germanic boy, and his skills are pretty useful since jungle fighting is one of the most useful skills in the game. And intercept also is quite good to defeat archers. He has 3 out of 6, which isn't very high, but for a budget infantry general, he seems pretty decent, I have to say. I give him some potential, and he's pretty cheap as well. At number 9, we have Bato. Now, Bato's talent isn't very good. I mean, he is a good city defender, but he has 4 out of 8 possible infantry attack, which is already quite good for a silver general. He's very expensive though, but his march seems to be quite useful. Shield walls, not that amazing, but ambush on the other hand side is quite good, so you can probably do some good damage to defend the city with him. I wouldn't recommend to buy him, but he seems interesting. At number 8, again, a pretty decent budget general. Him I gave number 8 especially for his talent. So his talent is chance of lowering the enemy morale when attacking, which is a very good talent. We saw how in World Conqueror 4 that was a very good talent to have. He has jungle fighting, one of the best skills in the game. Formation isn't that useful, but ambush on the other hand side is again. He can only reach level 7 infantry commander, but I think overall for a budget general he's pretty good. Again, maybe wouldn't recommend him. But at number 7 we have Labenius. He, similar to Cassius, is pretty good. He's super expensive. His plane fighting is good. He can deal damage to archers and he can attack again. So all of his free skills are pretty useful for a silver general. But yeah, the price is a big issue. His talent isn't as amazing. I wouldn't buy him, but he seems good enough to make the list. At number 6, we already come to one golden boy, and that is Buebista. Now Buebista, his talent makes him rank a little bit lower than rank 5, which only increasing view, which is good, but does it really make, for a big talent, it doesn't seem to make enough impact. Mountain fighting is quite good since mountain often gives bonuses. He already starts with 6 infantry attack. Roar is not very good. Hide is very bad. And intercept, yeah. So he's pretty decent. He's a bit better. He has 4 skills, which gives him a plus, but he's the worst of the golden ones. At number 5, we have Sartorius. Jacob Sartorius. No, not that one. His talent again is, I mean, he's a tanky boy. He has 5 out of 8 skills, so nothing too crazy. His skills seem to be focused on destroying cities, so he can destroy cities harder. His counterattacking is quite useful. Formation is not as useful, and intercept again. It's good to kill some archers, so he seems to be good archer city defense destroyer, but I wouldn't get him. This doesn't seem viable. Now, yeah, just quickly to discuss this point, infantry overall in this game doesn't seem to be super useful. It's mostly a defensive unit, in my opinion. You just spam them out. If you want to have an actual powerful unit, the real strong one, you usually use archers or cavalry. Infantry is more of a meh unit type. At number 4 we have, a surprise, Spartacus, the in-app purchase. Now he would have ranked lower, honestly, but his talent is so good. So infantry in 2 grids get 15% attack, which makes him super interesting in his talent, but the rest of his skills are meh. What also is good for him is he can reach level 9 for infantry attack. Yeah, otherwise he'd have ranked pretty low because his skills are not good. Intercept is good, but shield wall isn't as useful, and roar isn't as useful. I mean, infantry commander and intercept seem pretty decent, but yeah, he's worse than the other 3 which are coming up. At number 3, we're coming to the 3 most expensive infantry generals. Those are Crassus, Vercingetorix, so Asterix basically, and Pompeii. And of these three, I rate Crassus the lowest. Crassus, his talent is a bit more critical attack when commanding infantry. He's pretty decent. He can reach level 8, doesn't start off as high yet. He's a very interesting hybrid though. So you can use him with march, siege, and counterattack. He can almost be any unit. He's a good city destroyer. That's his main purpose. Send him to a city, he will absolutely destroy the city. So he'll hit the defenders harder, he'll hit the walls harder, and he'll defend better. He seems to be just a guy who runs around and destroys cities. I don't think that's the very best skill, but pretty decent, better than Spartacus. At number 2, we have Pompeii. Now Pompeii almost would have made number 1 if not for the fact that I noticed that plane fighting actually is weaker than is a weaker increase than jungle fighting. So he gives 10 more damage and Pompeii gives 8 more, and if you level the skills up it shows even more the difference, which is one reason why Pompeii ranked at number 2. He has 5 out of 8 infantry skills. His talent is the same as Crassus, so pretty okay. He can attack again, has a shield wall, so he's also again a guy who runs around and kind of kills. He's more of the unit killer on the fields than the city destroyer like Crassus. And he does his job a bit better, but it's super expensive for what he does. But the best infantry which you can get is Asterix, or basically Liam Neeson if he was a Gaul. Yeah. Ugh, his name is such a tongue breaker. Vercingetorix. No idea. Liam Neeson is a Gaul. His talent is pretty interesting, so he's fearless. His attack will never decrease, doesn't matter how low he is, which I find very interesting. So you can have him super low, but he'll deal good damage. He is one of the only infantries next to the in-app purchase which can reach level 9 infantry attack. Very good. He has the best terrain skill with jungle fighter. He has roar, which is okay-ish. Shield wall, which is okay-ish. Those two are not the very best skills, but still quite good. And ambush seems very useful. So he's like the just absolute destroyer. So you put him in a forest, and he will reduce damage. He'll give quite a bit of damage. He will sometimes not be attacked back, and when you hire his morale, he is very good. I first bashed the skill, but it's not as bad as I had thought initially, because if you play a game, so if you just take Massila for example, just to show you this skill off, you can go here and you can boost the area, the morale of a legion, so you can actually influence this skill quite a bit, so you can get higher percentage on that. So it's not as bad as I expected, and yeah, overall he seems the best and he looks really badass if you get him. Tell me your opinion. Did I get the top 3 wrong? Did I get the top 4 wrong? What do you think? Yeah, and for soon I'll be doing the best archer and the best cavalry, and obviously still the hybrids, so the navy guys. Have a nice and bye.